Hello, how are you guys doing? I hope that you had a wonderful, beautiful day. This is your girl, Twala Cole, aka Sister Cole, and this morning I am going to be, or this afternoon rather, I am going to be making smothered hamburger, Southern style, and I'm going to serve it over white rice. So I hope you follow along with me. This is a very easy meal, but delicious. Okay, let's get it. Okay, so as you can see, I have cut up my green peppers and my onions, all right? And my dry seasonings, I'm going to use parsley, onion, and garlic, and plus Old Faithful Lorry's, all right? So those are my dry seasonings. And also we're going to be doing our hamburger, okay? So our dry seasonings are going to go. This is the Lorry's. I'm putting in some Lorry's. Now, as you can see, I'm pretty generous with it. I'm not cutting corners, you know. You got to make sure if you want your food flavored, you cannot be scared of the seasoning. All right? I'm putting some parsley. Parsley is not going to really do nothing to the taste, but you know, it just gives it a little extra something. All right, so I put a little bit of parsley in here, as you can see. All right, I'm adding some onion. Good old, now you know, if you guys been watching my videos, you know how much I love the onion seasoning because, like I said, it wakes up the flavor of your meat. And this is some garlic. You know, I'm not being generous I'm not being stingy with none of it. Okay, as you can see, all right. And then, as my hands are already washed, what am I doing now? I am mixing the dry, mixing it. Put your hands in there. Make sure your hands are clean. Put your hands in there. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared. Mix it real good. I'm also going to put a little black pepper in there as well. Put a little black pepper. All right, I wasn't that generous with the black pepper because I don't want the meat, the black pepper to overpower my meat. So I don't want, like, you know, peppered, smothered hamburger. But I just want it just to wake up a little bit, give a little kick. All right. So you see, I'm mixing up my meat really good. Now, remember the seasonings that I had cut up? The onions and the green peppers. Now I'm going to add those in the meat. And I cut up about a half green pepper and a half onion. You understand? Because I want every piece of my meat to have a chunk of onions and green peppers. I was not stingy with it whatsoever. Because over here in Twala's kitchen, we want our stuff to be seasoned. I do not like food that's not seasoned. Please, do not give me unseasoned food. You understand? I don't want to put no unseasoned food on no one's plate. I need it to be seasoned. All right? So you see that I'm mixing it. Look what it looks like. Making sure that all my hamburger meat, every piece have onions and green pepper in it. Okay. All right. So I'm also, see, I mixed my hamburger, the onions, the green peppers. So now what I'm going to do is put in an egg. And what the egg is going to do is help make the meat tender and nice and help all the ingredients to come together really nice. You know, give it that nice tender texture, you know, because you don't want it to be, even though we're making like smothered hamburger, but we don't want it to be like a hamburger. And it's, you know, when you put in the gravy, it won't, but you want it to have a nice soft like texture to it. When you're biting into it, you know. So you're gonna mix it very, very nice. All right, now I'm gonna take up my meat. After it's mixed very well, I'm gonna make my patties. All right, and I'm gonna make my patties as big as I can because they shrink. They shrink. You know, hamburger meat shrinks when it's in the pot. So I make it as big as I can, okay? As big as I can, so that at least when it shrinks, it'll still have some size to it. And now I'm gonna add my patties in the pot. My pot is on low, okay? Well, medium low. And we all know that the hamburger is gonna generate its own oil. All right, look at that. Look at that. See, I have it on like medium, like, you know, medium low. And I have them in here. Now they're frying. Looking oh so nice. Look how see that every patty you can see the onions and the green peppers. So not only is it going to taste good, but it's also seasoned. It's going to look good as well. You guys see it? I wish that you can honestly smell this kitchen. And you see how I got my meat in my good old Dutch pot, or iron skillet, some of you may call it. You understand? But I swear by the good old iron pot, because like I said, your meat and stuff won't burn. So it fries your meat. Whatever meat you cook in the Dutch pot, do it right. It do it right. So if you don't have one, or iron pot, or iron skillet, whatever way you call it, if you don't have one, I'm telling you, you need to go get yourself one. You need to go get yourself one. All right, I've taken the hamburgers out of the pot and put them right there on my rack. And I'm going to get ready to make the gravy. Yummy, yummy in my tummy. Okay, so now I took some flour and I put it inside of the pot with the oil. Okay, with the oil. I'm mixing it and adding water. Okay, so I'm gonna mix it up. Mix it up. Mix up my gravy. Now, you see that my gravy has the particles of the hamburger meat and everything, and good, because guess what? That's where all the flavor is. That's where all the flavor is. You know, some people, they don't want to add the flavors, but this is why sometimes people meat and stuff don't taste good. You understand? Sometimes that you think is so garbage, you want to throw. No. You use that oil that was left in that pot from the hamburger meat. You leave that in there. You leave that in there. All right, I'm going to add a little bit of onion powder right inside of here. Just a little. They ain't going to be generous on that one, because remember, my meat is flavored. Flavored to the gods. Yes, it is. So I don't have to do too much to the gravy, because my meat is oh so flavored. A little bit, just a little tidbit of the Lorries. It's not always gonna be like this. All right. Those are my grandkids in the background making all the noise in the world. I don't know if you guys can hear them. Look at that gravy. Can somebody please look at the texture of the gravy? Come on now. Come on, sis. Come on, sis. Can you please just look at the texture? All right. Now I had added the burgers inside of the gravy. So now we're going to let it sit. Let's put it inside that gravy. See, it's called smothering it. You see that? You see that? Yes, sirree, Bob. Yes, sirree, Bob. Put it up in there. up in there. Let me stop playing around. See that? All right, I almost forgot I was taking y'all along, but I had, you see, the last stuff that I do is I added some more water, and I cut some onions up in there and some green peppers. You see that? So good, so good.